It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard after the 42. You look at this Eagle defense. They introduced number 13, Charles, in the NFL and stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now here's Young. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles got that first sack. His son Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Taking it about the 16. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Eagles at 0-7, winless to start the year, and they come in wondering what on earth is going on here.
And Brandon, I reflect back to one time we had one of those deep philosophical talks about getting up every day and going to work and the whole deal. Can you imagine what it's like for this team? Every morning they wake up. They haven't won a game yet. How do they figure their way out of this one? How do they play well enough to get at least one win before this season is over?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break.
There he goes, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw, Young. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On play action, Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Look at this Eagle defense. They enter this with number 13, Charles, in the NFL and stopping the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Here's Young. And that is incomplete.
Defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Swift is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right. Scrimmage. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Throwing is Hurts. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Young. Open man is Mingo. Complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Panther first down.
Are you kidding me? What's that? Let's go now.
Off the play fake, Young. He's got Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Okay.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard. A solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready.
First and 10, Young. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down and 8. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 32 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Well, this is not going to be enough. He's in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So Younger head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
One more time. Let's play, boys.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Left side here to Sanders. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Young now from the 50. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young now. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go.
2nd down and a yard. Again, it's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Hurts to throw. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9. He just kept going to the end zone for the touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
He's taken down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Eagles 14, Panthers 13.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Come on, back.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Tyler Beatty, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is now a one-point game.
Next to score, Eagles 21, Panthers 20.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 46 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Elliott good with a PAT. He was up to 8. touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Running right, here's Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3-1 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Third down and 1. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ready.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Young. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Young will set to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for the Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 17 yards out. And the Eagles might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here is Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Got the big lead defensively. Willing to get a lot of unique stuff, right?
And this is
is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Third down, Young from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Young on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st and 10, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
When a linebacker diagnoses a screen, who wins? The quarterback getting a throw over to the back in time, or the linebacker running in to knock it away? With the athleticism of modern linebackers, they win the race more often than not.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Young looks to throw on first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Here comes second down and 5. Looking to throw, Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Young. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now Young. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
35, Panthers 27.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
2nd down and 6 now.
Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He's on his way. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts now, hoping to make up for that pick 6. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's a touchdown.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Elliott good on the extra point. They'll take a 7 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This is 1st and 10. Young to throw. He's got Mingo. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Young. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shot. Not even sure he can get it to the end zone from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you usually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. One last shot for Young. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. They got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Eagles, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.